starting to feel comfort in my own skin. It took a healthy dose of psilocybin. Told me I was the problem. That made me the solution. I've been blaming everyone. Never thought to look at myself or my faults. I was fearful, I was hurting, I was lost. Now I truly feel that I have been healed. Now I truly feel I've been healed. Now I truly feel told myself I wasn't worth a thing. Fill my days and nights with striving to be something. Unaware I had it all. When I let go of control, had to forgive what I can't change. Tried to speak my truth plain. Fear not the feelings of my heart. We're all just searching. We're all just searching in the dark. I've been healed. Now I truly feel I've been healed. Now I truly feel for years I did wrong. Through my oceans of sorrow, loneliness no longer knows its way back to my home.
It's over now. It's over now. Why can't my body know it's over now? Starting to think about trust. Starting to understand life. Starting to forgiven. Starting to know what I might like to do with this life. Starting to think about writing. Starting to plan like I've got time, and starting to see that we might have a life of our own. 'Cause it's over now. It's over now. Why can't my body know it's over now? Starting to think about thinking. Starting to feel what I'm feeling. Trying to eat when I'm hungry and sleep when I'm tired. I don't deserve what you've done, but I'm trying to stay and not run. 'Cause there's still fire in these bones, love in this heart. 'Cause it's over now. It's over now. Why can't my body know it's over now? It's over now. It's over now. Why can't my body know it's over now? It's over now. It's over now. Why can't my body know it's over now?
We came together through the punk scene. We both played punk music before. We were both in punk bands. And we kind of met in that scene and then found each other and started playing folk Americana music together. Something
I think
completely
Josh
different.
started playing music first. I was a bit reluctant because I'd played music for a few years. Took a few breaks from music, didn't play for a while. And then Josh was playing and I started just singing little harmonies in the kitchen. And he lured me in. And then at a gig, he just said, and now Carly's going to come and do a song, but he hadn't told me he was going to do that. And then I was like, okay, this is all right. I can do it. And that's how we became Happy Number.
I think when we started, we both had quite different musical tastes. Like I used to listen to a lot of heavy music and Carly used to listen to a lot of kind of like dance music and stuff at the time.
I was working in the dance music industry, and that was the immersive world I ended up being in. Ended up loving techno somehow through immersion.
I definitely didn't love techno. And so I think the one thing we kind of agreed on was gospel music. We used to listen to a lot of gospel music and sing a lot of gospel music in the house, which is funny because I think at the time we were both kind of coming from a kind of punk atheistic view of life, and that's kind of changed over the years as we've got older. But yeah, that was the kind of joint. We both just loved that kind of music, so we started learning some gospel songs together, and then our music kind of became that a little bit. I mean, the songs aren't religious songs, but the kind of the feeling of them, we aimed for a similar kind of feel.
Yeah. I think it helped because Josh wasn't much of a fan of my very cheesy country taste in music at the time. So I was very much like, I want us to be country. And he was always trying to guide us the other way. And I'm kind of glad that he did that.
If Carly had a way, we'd all have like rhinestone
I've been trying to get him
a
what are they called? What's the hat?
A Stetson.
I've been trying to get him a Stetson for so long, but he won't do that. Which is probably a good thing because we do live in England.
So I sing and play guitar. I keep it pretty simple.
I do harmonies and play banjo, and then I play a U-bass, which is basically just a little tiny bass that fits in our Caravan. I used to play the big bass, but I had to downsize. Caravan life.
So we've got 2 albums, one Never Settle and one called Bonfire Pine, and we kind of selected our favourites off the 2. So I think we've got about 3 of each, have we, I think? And yeah, kind of an all-round mixture. Some that kind of verge on the slightly political, a lot of personal content. Yeah, kind of all-round mixture.
It felt nice not to have to think about promoting a particular album, and we could just pick songs and enjoy playing songs. So I think that was really fun to be able to do that.
Voice is soft, but your heart is warm. Your eyes tell tales of troubles born. Your soul aches, but your heart is torn. Battle scars are easy worn. You listen well and know right from wrong, but you leave your hand out for a little too long. Take your troubles into the night. You don't think they're worth the time. Long, hey, long, walk these roads alone. Too long, too long. Body strong as you are kind, but you're giving hearts given too much this time. Pull back and reach inside, find you let go of the line. Mind sharp as your thoughts are dark, and in a voice says you apart. You wonder if you left it too late before you got left as heartache. Long, hey, long, walk these roads alone. Too long, too long. I'm here, let me in. Let your troubles meet my skin. Lay your words by my ears. Drop the burdens of long years. I'm here, let your tears fill this hole. Lay your body by my soul. Let your worries make us whole. No, you're never alone. Long, hey, long, walk these roads alone. Too long, too long. Hey, long, walk these roads alone. Too long, too
Window shopping is a homeless man, still believing it'll all work out. Find his wife and kiss his kids goodnight. Forget about about the things she did that night. Don't you think it's amazing, friend? Human spirit endures such things. I just hope I can find such strength. When sorrow calls at my door again. 'Cause I've been losing sleep and losing friends, but I don't know how to talk to them. Turns of phrase that just leave me cold. With every conversation I feel more alone. And I know I should be more grateful, friend. But sometimes this world just caves me in. I just hope I can find such strength. When sorrow calls at my door again. I should be more grateful, friend. But sometimes this world just caves me in. I just hope I can find such strength. When sorrow calls at my door again. Sorrow calls at my door again.
Yeah, we've been playing the stables since the beginning, really. I remember we got asked to support a band called the Heritage Blues Orchestra here, and that was really daunting for us because we'd just been playing kind of like pubs and small venues and touring around the country doing that, and then we came here. And I remember kind of you walk on stage and people applaud. It's just a whole different thing.
It was the waiting. Like
Waiting in the
as we
wings.
arrived today and went past the little waiting bit back there, I like filled with dread suddenly because I remembered standing there. I remember we'd been playing for like 6 years at that point, and the woman who was behind the stage who was waiting there to let us on was like, "Is this?" Because I was like shaking and I was like jolting around and sweating, and she was like, "Is this your first time?" And I was like, "Nope." 6 years. I'm just really scared. I think because they make it feel so professional, because it is professional, obviously, and they build such an atmosphere, and then everyone's really silent. And I think we were just used to people like drinking beer and bustling about, and they don't notice if you come on stage. You have to get like shout to get their attention. So I think it was really different. It's suddenly you feel very watched and very like under the spotlight.
We did a few in the big room. We supported a few great artists here. And then just before lockdown as well, we had our first sellout in the smaller room in Stables, which was great. And and then it's very different to come back. But it's been a nice experience. It's nice to be able to play some music again.
Yeah, I had to just imagine that there were people in the chest so that, I mean, there were people, I could look at you guys and that made it feel a bit more real. But yeah, it's so very different when you don't have the feedback and you don't have people, I don't know, responding to you. In a way, it's actually quite nice because you also then don't second guess, like, what are they thinking? Was that good? Was that bad? You just got, you've only got yourself, which is actually in some ways quite nice.
So I started going out touring with my dad. My dad's a blues musician, my dad and my stepmom. And I started going out with them when I was kind of 11 or 12. And then we started a band myself when I was about 15 and 16, started touring that straight away. So I kind of got to 32 without ever really having a month off gigs. So I think when lockdown hit, we kind of just decided that was a time to just slow down, take a bit of break and actually kind of remember why we love music. I think that was really important as well. I think when we took a couple of months off, we could really just play the stuff we loved and I think it's kind of reinvigorated us, given us a new passion for the music again, which is really nice.
Who's gonna hold your hand? Who's gonna hold your hand? Who's gonna hold your hand when you go? Who's gonna hold your hand? Who's gonna hold your hand Who's gonna hold your hand when you go? Punching your way to the top, and I just don't understand it. 'Cause I can look after myself, my friend, but I take no joy in it. Run your life with iron hands, and that's what waits for you. Without the warmth of a loving hand to hold, the ground will swallow you. Who's gonna hold your hand? Who's gonna hold your hand? Who's gonna hold your hand when you go? Who's gonna hold your hand? Who's gonna hold your hand? Who's gonna hold your hand when you go? It's a short life lived on earth, a long, long time in the ground. Hell is a place found in the heart of an unforgiving man. Who's gonna hold your hand? Who's gonna hold your hand? Who's gonna hold your hand when you go? Who's gonna hold your hand? Who's gonna hold your hand? Who's gonna